Time for Law and Disorder.
I demand a lawyer.
With attorney Jeff Kaufman on 101.1 WJRR.
All right, Jeff Kaufman, one of the partners at Kaufman Lynd. Fine firm here. Personal injury firm in Orlando. If you or someone you know has been injured for whatever reason, it might not be a bad idea to blow a call into Jeff, see if the extent of your injury warrants legal representation.
Emailing him, great way to get in touch with him. His direct email is jeff@whenyouneedus.com. That's jeff@whenyouneedus.com. Or pound 546 on your cell phone.
And he's gracious enough to come in here every Monday and provide some free legal guidance for you here on the Lynch and Taco Show. Good morning, Jeff.
Morning, gentlemen.
Ooh, you have an event coming up.
Oh, yeah. This Friday, I will be at the Improv with Funny Bones, which used to be the Improv downtown on the second stage. It's a free show at 7 o'clock.
All right, this Friday.
Yep.
Check out.
See Jeff do his
Free
thing
at 7 o'clock.
Hey, can we ask you a quick question that came up in an earlier news segment here? Is there any specific law that prohibits you from being drunk in a courtroom? It was the person who's being sentenced.
That's in public. You're in a public setting. If you're disorderly conduct or something like that.
But if you're
also, well, here's the problem.
Just inebriated.
Well, here's the problem. If you have to plead to something or have to understand what's going on, the judge doesn't have to take your plea. In fact, can say, listen, we're gonna put you down in the drunk tank till you have your stuff together so you can come up. I mean, that's the same thing that when they arrest you for DUI, it's the same concept. That they can't release you if they're not sure that you're sober.
Okay, but as far as the specific law goes, it's just a matter of decorum.
There's no specific law, but they can't take your plea.
Right.
They can't do anything with you if you're drunk.
Gotcha. Okay. All right, that clears that up.
Pat had a court case later. He was just
okay.
Knocking a few back.
They'll put you in a room and say, listen, this is not the greatest place to come in drunk.
Yeah, not a good idea.
Credibility is not great when you've been drinking.
Again, when you want to send your questions in, please keep them short. There's one in here about a driver's license, then and a license plate. It's too long. 22526 with your questions. Hurt my knee at work. Doctors say chair duty only. An employer continues to give me full work schedule, and I work in construction. What can they do?
No, you definitely got to go see a workers' comp attorney. That's part of the thing. I mean, the fact is this, you got hurt on the job, and if you can't do the job anymore, they have to accommodate you. And if they're not, and they're not following their own doctor's orders, I mean, the fact is this. Why would you make your situation worse?
And if you get hurt, if that dude gets hurt, that company's screwed.
I'd like to know a little bit more here, though. He says chair duty only. Is working in an office an option for your construction company? Because it sounds like it may not be because you're...
It might not be. And what's going to happen is that then you lose time, and then if they try to fire you or do something because of the injury you had off work, that's going to be a problem. So in a situation like this, definitely get in touch with an attorney. You can contact us, and we'll put you in touch with... some good people in that area.
I'll shoot them a text back with your email.
It's ridiculous because you have to follow through with a certain procedure. And there might not be a job, which means that you might not be working.
Jeff@whenyouneedus.com is his direct email. I'll text you back that. How long do you have for a suit against a doctor for an infection that ended at where the person ended up in the hospital and toe is still infected?
Medical malpractice, 2 years.
Okay, medical malpractice, 2 years. Practice, sorry.
That makes it easy. So we could talk about toes and everything else for the next 2 hours, but we never get through everyone's questions.
No, exactly. Have you seen the toe commercials on TV?
I like the ones where they do the hoofs. The ones where they have these TikToks where they're fixing cow hoofs and stuff.
Oh, no. I'm talking about the lady, this ex-smoker.
I'm not watching Real Feet. Your toes fell off.
I'm not watching Real Feet. This isn't OnlyFans. I'm not doing that.
Listen, Kaufman, if it comes up...
I don't want to see anybody else's nasty feet.
It is so gnarly. I'm a school...
If you had to choose between the toes falling off from smoking or Terry.
No, I'm not choosing.
No, we're not doing feet.
I'm a school resource worker, and I'm forced to take a half-hour lunch where I am still on call and cannot leave. Should I be compensated for my lunch break?
Yes. If you are on duty, just because you got a sandwich in your hand, that doesn't mean you're not walking around there. That's like people who work from their desk at work. If they're working technically they're on the clock. They might
if
be,
they're eating lunch at their desk and still working.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're sitting on Excel doing your spreadsheet, picking up your sandwich here and there.
Not truly
I mean, I
taking a
eat from
break.
my desk a lot. That's not a lunch break for me.
Did anybody get the visual of a resource officer at school walking around with half a sandwich like I did?
Yeah.
I just picture him walking around the campus like this.
Get to class. Where's your hall pass?
Oh, he's got the tough ones now with summer school. The Hellraisers.
Oh, the useless ones.
I took some. Hey,
You know it.
I took some summer school
You ain't curing
classes.
cancer.
Not
here,
voluntarily, you didn't.
Bob.
Yeah, you're right. It was
You're
voluntarily.
lucky you're full of it, or you be.
It was voluntarily for the biology class that I failed, and I failed it again. Anyway, who's bitter? Somebody said that worker could sit in a backhoe and run that. It's a chair.
There you go.
Get in touch with the unemployment. Anyway, my father passed away, and his third wife will not let me see. Will not let me see his will. I was told I was allowed to see it. Is that true?
By who? The question is this, is that if you want to dispute the estate, for example, when somebody dies and they have a will, everything gets sorted out based on a will. Well, it has to go through a judge, it has to go through probate, and then it gets handled. But here's the deal. If you want to hire an estate attorney, it's like $3,000.
Easy.
So, yeah, it's going to be expensive for you to hire a lawyer. These guys don't work on retainer.
So hopefully you are on that will.
Yeah, because the last thing you need to do is do that and find out, you're not in it. And your dad says, the reason why Bob's not in it is because of this, this, and this.
That damn biology course.
Yeah.
I mean, normally a lot of people do some armchair law here, and they'll go, well, he's entitled to as one of the children. Not unless it was very clear in the will why he was left out.
All right.
So, okay.
Mother passed away 2 years ago without a will. What can I do to be able to collect what she had in the bank and safety deposit box?
Well, got to make sure it's your money. So you definitely have to go, what's going to happen? You're going to have to get an estate attorney to open up her estate and prove that that's your money. That's the whole idea. A judge is going to have to distribute this out because there could be like 6 kids, a cousin, an ex-husband, a real husband.
Creditors.
And they're not just going to let you go in and kill her bank account. So you're going to have to open an estate to get that money.
And
especially since she died, without a will.
a tip, if it's family that you're dealing with, be civil.
Ooh.
Please be civil.
It ain't being civil.
So gnarly.
Here's
never
another
civil.
tip. Go to Kaufman's website and get the free Simple Will. Fill
Yeah,
that
and then
out.
you
At
wouldn't
least
have
you'll-
these
At least you'll
problems.
have something.
And then make sure that everybody in your family has a copy of this thing so they know.
Yeah. That's whenyouneedus.com. Pat, how are we doing?
Get one or two more in real quick here.
Okay, that was that one. I bought a house and then got married several years later. Sorry about that.
Oh!
Then got married several years later and subsequently divorced. Oh, does my wife have any rights to my house?
Sorry, I was too busy laughing at your party foul for your phone going off. If I bought a house and then got married several years later and okay, here's the deal. Any payments that you made on that house with money that was earned during that period of time, she can try to claw back. So you don't have rights in the house, but you might have rights to a certain, equity payments made, especially if she was involved and you split the bills and stuff like that.
Just for the period that you guys
Yes.
were married, though.
And any increase in the property value over that period of time.
Oh, God.
All right. One more time. If you didn't get your question answered this morning, don't fret. We'll hold on to it and get to it next time. Or if you need an answer right away, you can contact Jeff directly this week at some point and he'll get back to you.
Jeff at whenyouneedus.com. I will text that listener that one. Jeff at whenyouneedus.com or pound 546 on your cell. Yes, sir, Kaufman.
Also, if you have any issues with the cute commercials coming out, we're just trying to be funny. I got a couple complaints on my Mickey Mouse commercial. I don't know whether my impression was right or not, but they were upset about
the commercials.
A couple
that he's
people
running.
called in on the new commercials. Just realized they give those to me for free, and I'm just trying to keep you amused in your car.
There you go.
Jeff Kaufman from Kaufman and Lynd. It's Law and Disorders. Appreciate it, Jeff. We'll see you next Monday.
Be well, my friend.
Lynch and Taco. On demand. Download the iHeartRadio app.